Hi, hello, this is Gary teaching 9th Mathematics, the chapter Real Numbers. Here is the alternative academic calendar second week. And let us look at the syllabus for the 4 weeks. This is the syllabus for the total 4 weeks. Now, we already covered the first week and now we are in second week. This is the syllabus for the second week. You see, the first point, the teachers can give some rational numbers to be converted to decimal forms. The difference between the decimal forms of different rational numbers should be asked to students. The second point, the students may also be encouraged to make different decimal expansions for themselves. The different decimal numbers can then be discussed to evolve the concepts of irrational numbers. The textbook for 9th class is also available on the NCERT website and can be used during online discussions. Basing on this syllabus, let us learn the different types of decimal numbers. We may also learn that how to convert a p by q rational number into a decimal form. And what are the different decimal forms and how can we convert a rational number into a decimal form? We will learn in this video. Now you see, here are the different types of decimal numbers. The first one is terminating decimals. The decimal numbers which have end in their decimal place are called terminating decimals. For example, 0.7. This decimal place end by 7. And another number 1.239. This decimal part end by 9. And another number 123.009. This decimal place is again end with 9. This type of decimal numbers which have end in their decimal place are called terminating decimals. And we know that any terminating decimal can be written in the form of p by q, can be written in a fraction form. So it is called a rational number. Dear students, if any number can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0, then such numbers are called rational numbers. Good. Now you see, the 0.7 can be written in the fraction form as 7 by 10. 7 by 10 it is in the form of p by q. Therefore, is it a rational number? Good, it is a rational number. Similarly, 1.239 can also be written in the form of a fraction as 1239 divided by 1000. Therefore, any terminating decimal can be written in the form of p by q, which represents a rational number. Every terminating decimal can be written in the form of p by q. Therefore, it is a rational number. And the second type is non-terminating recurring decimal. Non-terminating, the name itself indicates non-terminating, means it has no end. The decimal number that continues infinitely with repeated pattern is called recurring decimal. Recurring decimal means repeated pattern. Recurring decimal can also be called as repeating decimal. Non-terminating repeating decimal or non-terminating recurring decimal, both are same. A decimal number that continues infinitely with repeated pattern. You can observe this example 0.333 and so on. This 3 is repeating. Therefore, it is called recurring decimal. And is there any end? We have 0.333 and so on. There is no end. Therefore, it is non-terminating. And since the decimal place 3 is repeating, it is called non-terminating recurring decimal. And another example is 12.153535353 and so on. This decimal number is also has no end. It continues up to infinity. Therefore, it is non-terminating. And at the same time, the decimal part of 53 is repeating. 535353 is repeating. Therefore, it is a recurring decimal. A decimal number that continues infinitely with repeated pattern are called non-terminating recurring decimals. Now, note, any non-terminating repeating decimal can also be written in the form of p by q. You can write every non-terminating recurring decimal as a fraction in the form of p by q. As it is written in the form of p by q, so you can call it as a rational number. It also comes under rational numbers. For example, 0.3333 and so on. This can be written in the form of p by q. If we divide 1 by 3, then what will be the quotient? You once check. If we divide 1 by 3, you will get 0.333 and so on. It has no end. Therefore, it is non-terminating. And this 3 is repeating. Therefore, it is non-terminating recurring decimal. Every non-terminating repeating decimal can be written in the form of p by q. Therefore, it is a rational number. Now, the third type of decimal numbers are non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. A decimal number that continues infinitely without repeated pattern. Without repeated pattern is called non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. For example, 0.34132 and so on. Here no part of this decimal part is repeating, therefore it is non-recurring decimal, and at the same time there is no end to this decimal part, therefore it is non-terminating non-recurring decimal. Any non-terminating and non-recurring decimal cannot be written in the form of p by q. You cannot write it in the form of a fraction. Any non-terminating, non-repeating decimal cannot be written in the form of p by q. Since it cannot be written in the form of p by q, it is not a rational number. So if a number is not rational, then how can you call it? Yes, good. If a number is not rational, then you can call it as an irrational number. Therefore, out of all the three types of decimal numbers, first two types, that is terminating decimals and non-terminating recurring decimals, can be written in the form of p by q, and they are rational numbers. And the third part, and the third type, non-terminating non-recurring decimal, as it cannot be written in the form of p by q, it is not a rational number and it is an irrational number. Is it clear now? So far we learned the different types of decimal numbers, out of which the first type is terminating decimal, and the second is non-terminating recurring decimal, and the third one is non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. Out of all these three types, the first two types, that is terminating decimals and non-terminating recurring decimals, are rational numbers, whereas non-terminating and non-recurring decimal is an irrational number. Now, can you give an example for an irrational number? As we already gave an example, which is non-terminating and non-recurring. It is not terminating at all. This 2 is not the end digit in this decimal form. Therefore, it is non-terminating. And no part of this is repeating. Therefore, it is non-terminating and non-recurring. And besides this, there are some more examples for irrational numbers. They are root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7. All these are examples for irrational numbers. We will convert now the rational number to a decimal form. A rational number means it may be given in a p by q form, that is in a fraction form. And we have to convert that fraction into decimal form. Let us see. Here is the first example, 1 by 2. How can you convert 1 by 2 into a decimal form? 1 by 2 means you have to divide 1 with 2. The denominator is 2 and the numerator is 1. Therefore, the numerator is to be divided by 2. That is, 1 is to be divided by 2. As 2 cannot divide 1, keep 0 point. Since you keep point here, you may write 0 on the right hand side to 1, so that it will become 10. In 10, 2 5 times. 5 2's 10. And if you subtract 10 from 10, you will get the remainder 0. Since the remainder is 0, the division is over. So that 1 by 2, the value of the 1 by 2 is equal to its quotient, that is 0.5. This 1 by 2 is in p by q form, and we converted this rational number into its decimal form. This is 0.5. Now another example, 1 by 5. Let us divide 1 with 5. As usual, 5 cannot divide 1, therefore equip 0 point. You can add the digit 0 to the right hand side of 1 so that it is 10. And in 10 now, 5 2 times. 5 2s 10. And the remainder is 0. Since the remainder is 0, the division is over. Now 1 by 5 is equal to the coefficient 0.2. 0.2 is in decimal form. 0.2 is a decimal number. Now this 1 by 5 fraction, which is a rational number, is now converted into decimal form. And third example, 11 by 4. Let us divide 11 with 4 now. In 11, 4 2 times. 2 4s, 8. And if you subtract 8 from 11, you will get 3. Now can you divide 3 by 4? You cannot. Therefore, keep a point and write 0. It is 30 now. In 30, 4 7 times. 7 4s, 28. Subtract now. If you subtract 28 from 30, you will get 2. Add the digit 0 now, so that it is 20. In 20, 4 5 times. 4 5s, 20, and the remainder is 0. So that the division is over. Now 11 by 4 is equal to, here the quotient is 2.75. Understood? Now if you observe all these three examples, in all these three examples we converted a fraction, which is a rational number, into its decimal form. We got 0.5, 0.2, 2.75. All these three are terminating decimals, isn't it? All these are terminating decimals. We got all the three cases, we got terminating decimals in all the three cases. Now if you observe its denominators, here the denominator is 2, here the denominator is 5, here the denominator is 4. 4 means it is 2 square. Now one point is, in any fraction, if it is a rational number, in any fraction if the denominator is in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m, then you will get a terminating decimal. Means 2 power n into 5 power n means the denominator should contain only 2 and 5 as factors. If you divide any denominator into its prime factorization, if we get only 2 and 5 as factors, then such rational numbers or such fractions should be terminating decimals. Understood? You see, you observe all these three fractions. In any fraction, if you divide the denominator into prime factorization, if the denominator contains only 2 and 5 as factors, in such cases, if you convert those rational numbers, you will get a terminating decimals. Now look at the second model. In second model, the first bit is 1 by 3. Here you observe the denominator. This denominator has neither 2 as a factor nor 5 as a factor. The prime factorization of 3 doesn't contain 2 and 5. In such case, what will happen? Let us see. We have to divide 1 by 3. 1 cannot be divided by 3, therefore keep 0 point and write 0 to the right hand side of 1 so that it is 10. In 10, 3 times. 3 3s, 9. If we subtract 9 from 10, what is 10 minus 9? 10 minus 9 is 1. Now you keep 0 beside 1 so that it is 10. In 10, 3 times again. You will get 3 3s, 9 again, and 10 minus 9 is, remainder is 1. So that this division is not completed. Here in the first case 10 minus 9 is remainder 1, in the second case also 10 minus 9 remainder 1, in the third case also you will get 10 minus 9 remainder 1, and so on. Here this division cannot be completed even though you may do for so many times. That's why you kept 3 dots here, that is, it is so on, etc. So 1 by 3, if you divide 1 by 3, you will get 0.333 and so on. Here it is repeating. This 3 is repeating. Therefore it is called repeating decimal. And at the same time there is no end to this division. Therefore it is non-terminating and repeating decimal number. If we divide 1 by 3, the quotient is 0.333 and so on. If you observe the division, division is not completed. Division has no end, so that its decimal part has no end. Since this decimal part has no end, it is called non-terminating decimal. And at the same time, we got 3 is repeating. Therefore, it is non-terminating repeating decimal number. Now observe the second example. 11 divided by 6. Now if you divide 11 with 6, in 11, 6 one time. 1 into 6 is 6. Now subtract 6 from 11. If you subtract 6 from 11, you will get remainder 5. Now keep point and add 0. It is 50. In 50, 6 8 times. 8 6 is 48. If you subtract 48 from 50, you will get the remainder 2. Now add 0. In 20, 6 3 times. 3 6 is 18. If you separate, again you will get 2. Isn't it? Here, in this case, the remainder is 2. If you separate again with 20, again you will get remainder 2. Therefore, this division is not yet completed. It cannot be completed even if you do this so many times. Therefore, 11 by 6 is equal to 1.8333 and so on. It has no end. Therefore, it is non-terminating decimal. And at the same time, this 3 is repeating. This part of this decimal is repeating. This 3 is repeating. Therefore, it is non-terminating and repeating decimal number. Isn't it? Now you observe these two examples. If you observe these two examples, if you write the denominator into prime factorization, these two are not in the form of 2 power n into 5 power m. Besides 2, the 6 has 3 also as a factor. But as we discussed previously, in any fraction, if the denominator contains only 2 and 5 as factors, then such rational numbers will be terminating decimals. And if the denominator contains the factors which are other than 2 and 5 also, such rational numbers are non-terminating repeating decimals. They are also called as non-terminating recurring decimals. Understood? Very good. You may practice some more such divisions at your own, and you may verify whether what we discussed is right or wrong. Thank you. Thank you very much.